You can't own your masters fucking with a major.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, well,
you can own 80%. You go. They own something.
It's the deal. It depends on the deal.
Puff got his masters back now. Yeah, eventually, if you work the system, you might could get it. I'm in the process of that right now. Like I just got my masters back.
Which masters you want to own?
In Def Jam.
The Def Jam. You don't want the Epic.
I'm working with Sony too, but so what's going on is this. Okay. So in case you ain't know, it's a thing I just found out about.
After 10 years?
7.
Okay.
8.
Wow.
You could re-record your records right now. It's an 8-year statute of limitation on your records.
Yeah. This is statute of limitation on music?
Yes.
This is criminal.
I just found it out. So for instance, who gets your Super Thug shit forever?
Well, right now, Epic. They sold it to, it's Tommy Boy, they sold it to something.
All right, forget it. Let's just use a random example.
Okay.
Let's just say I want to do Old Boy Over. I clear the sample and everything. I go record the record right now, put it out on streaming service, and tell niggas don't go to Def Jam to get it. I go get it to me right now. My bread.
But you re-recorded brand new.
I gotta re-record it brand new, everything.
But you let niggas know this is the new version of it.
Yeah, but you don't have to. You can say, because people gonna want to hear what they want to hear. You can record the exact same song you did today and put it out streaming because statute of limitation on the music, that how long they can actually own your shit. And we don't be knowing shit like this.
And
you get what I'm
try
saying?
to get us right now.
Yeah, well, tell me.
Shit you just said. This
I never heard this either.
This is breaking Illuminati rules. Let's keep going, man.
No, I'm just telling you, so you could go and record everything over that you want to.
So 8 years, you say?
Yeah, 7 to 8. Me and my lawyer just went through this last week because I'm like, I'm about to go do 357 over Matt Middleton.
Him or her tomorrow.
Yeah, Matt Middleton. But
so that means Super Thug is good.
We could go do 357 over any record I want to do this over 8 years over.
You as well.
Yo, Super Thug is good.
Hey, you gotta relax.
Go.
This is sad, man. The reason this is sad is because you got legendary artists like Nori right there, DJ EFN. I'm not sure what he's really done per se, but I know he's been around the music industry for a very, very long time. No disrespect, I just haven't studied his career like that. You got Cameron. You got all these people that have been involved in the music business, the music industry, and the fact that they didn't know that if you re-record your music and you own the publishing, that you can tell people to go stream that is fucking insane. It's fucking insane. You know why it's insane? Because one of the biggest artists in the world has literally been talking about this for like 2 years. Taylor Swift has been talking about this for 2 years. I did a video on it, on Taylor Swift. Her getting her masters back. She's been vocal as hell. Kelly Clarkson is the one who put her on. But because niggas be caught up in a nigga bubble and don't learn the music business, they don't understand this shit. This is public info. Taylor Swift is recording her entire catalog over and telling her fans to stream the new shit. How the fuck do y'all not know this? Start the video.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pod.
My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com, and I'm fucking irritated. And the reason I'm irritated is because we love these dudes. We love these dudes. Everybody who we grew up listening to, or the people that make music now, we love them and we want them to win. We support them in everything that they do. Whenever they have some sort of great accomplishment, we all celebrate and share it. And whenever something bad happens to them, we want them to come back from it. And the fact that these dudes have been in the music business this long and they're still not paying attention to shit, it disappoints me on what we have coming behind. This is why I tell y'all need to study the game. This is why I tell y'all need to be a student of the game. This is why I tell y'all stop worrying about signed artists and comparing yourself to these people. They live in an entirely different bubble. They didn't have to do too many things on their own. I'm not saying they didn't grind. I'm not saying they didn't write their music. I'm not saying they didn't produce their music. I'm not saying they didn't record their own demo. I ain't saying that they didn't risk their life to make this rap shit work. But when it comes to the music business, them dudes recorded something and then they gave it off to somebody. And that's how they got their record deal. That's not you. That's not me. This is an entirely different era. Streaming is huge. Social media is huge. So you need to know the game. Here's the game. Most record deals, if you've ever read one, which obviously most people don't read their record contracts, it's evident. Most record deals have re-recording restrictions. What does that mean? that when you make this music with us, there's a set amount of years that you have to wait if you want to re-record it again because you own the publishing. When you own the publishing, you essentially own the songs. The master is the master recording, so the final version that is given to the label. And that's what the label used to get syncs and licenses and put on the radio. That's why your masters is so important. Used to be really, really important. It still is, but not the level like it once was because of streaming. But if you own your publishing, you own the idea of the record. So that's why it's very important to have that. I have a video where Sir Mix-a-Lot talks about this and he breaks it down and I'll break it down too. Go watch the Taylor Swift video and go watch the Sir Mix-a-Lot video so you can know more than most of these niggas out here. The reason these re-recording restrictions were put in place is because in 1960, a group called the Everly Brothers, and if you don't know who they are, you know the song, I'm trying to say it fucked up so we can still use this video, get monetization and get ads on it. But in 1960, they left their record label, a small independent called Cadence, for Warner Brothers for $1 million. Now, 1960, $1 million is a lot of goddamn money. And when they did that, they got over to Warner Brothers and they recorded a greatest hits album. Now, they just signed to Warner Brothers. How the hell are they gonna record a greatest hits album? They're gonna use all their music that was under their old record label, Cadence. But Cadence is not gonna allow you to record the music and give the masters up to Warner Brothers. That don't even make no sense. So what they did is they re-recorded everything. And because Warner Brothers had the money to market and push them on the radio like nobody's business, this is the 60s, that's the only thing that mattered. Everybody was listening to the new Warner Brothers versions of their classic song, and Cadence wasn't getting paid for it even though they owned the original master, and Cadence went out of business. Now Cameron right here said it's 7 or 8 years, and the reason he was fluctuating going back and forth because it's based on the contract. That's what it might have been for his. For some people it's 3 years, but generally speaking, the rule is industry standard. Artists are prohibited from recording their tracks within 5 years of their masters being delivered or 3 years from the ending of their contract, whichever is longer. Not whichever comes first, whichever is longer. So whichever one prolongs you as long as you fucking can to get the money from your idea and your song, and we still collecting off of you, that's what the contract says. See how fucked up these contracts are? See how fucked up these music contracts are? See, I'm gonna get off on a little bit of a tangent here. So those y'all that have been studying NFTs and studying Ethereum and crypto and all that, you know that inside of Ethereum they have smart contracts. These smart contracts that's going to exist in the record industry, as you can see me with my Popeye eye, is going to be fucked up. If you think record deals are fucked up now, wait until they get involved with this smart contract shit. Another reason you don't need to sign with a record label. Like I said in the beginning of the video, in that unplanned tangent, Taylor Swift's been talking about this, and she's doing it right now. And Taylor Swift's not the first person to do this. Def Leppard did this. DMX, rest in peace, did this in 2011. Greatest Hits with a Twist. It's on Spotify right now. Go look it up and go listen to it. He took all of his greatest hits throughout his career and he re-recorded them so he could collect the money off of that. Now his family's gonna get that because it's part of his estate. If you wanna see who else has done this, just go to Spotify and type in re-record. There's a bunch of artists that have done this, man. This is not new information. This is why you gotta study the game. This is why I do what I do. Because when I see somebody like Nori, who's a legend, who's somebody that I loved when I was growing up, talk about he doesn't know who owns Super Thug. And I see Cameron talking to him so matter-of-factly like, yo, who owns your Super Thug shit right now? This is these dudes' work. Nori don't even know who owns it because it doesn't fucking matter anymore. I know it's not me. How could y'all possibly want that? How could you struggle all your life and this is your dream and what you want to do and this is how you want to change your family's trajectory, and you're just so willing to just sign that shit away. You're so willing to give a piece of your soul, which is your music, away. Now, I know some of y'all just look at it as just a commodity to get paid, and if that's what you try to do, that's fine, but goddamn it, still, the best way to get paid is through ownership and doing it on your own. I'm serious, man. Go watch that Sir Mix-a-Lot video. Go watch that Taylor Swift video, and really go study the game, because a lot of y'all sent me this clip. A lot of y'all. And Sean Kennard was the one that actually got through. Shout out to him, at Sean Kennard M. And he sent it with the timestamp, so shout out to you, Sean. Sean. I appreciate you doing that, brother. But for all of y'all that sent this clip and y'all wanted me to talk about it, go study the game, man. There's no reason for this to happen anymore, especially when we got artists like Taylor Swift speaking out and all the stuff that Prince said and all the stuff that Michael Jackson said and all these conversations about masters and publishing and royalties and sync deals and everything that goes on behind the scenes in the music industry. Y'all know what's the difference between the industry and the business. For those y'all that want to be in the music industry, you got to know the business. For those you want to make money off your music, you got to know the business. I have an entire playlist on YouTube called Music Business Clips. Go watch it. Y'all need to study this stuff because I don't know what's going to happen to anybody in the future. But some of y'all probably going to be in situations where you're going to sit down with record labels and they're going to present you with some bullshit. And you need to know it's some bullshit so you can know what you're truly worth. That's what all this information is for. If you want to sign a record label after all this shit, you go right ahead. But just make sure you get a fair deal, man. This shit's ridiculous. Shout out Drink Champs. I love y'all. I ain't want to come off disrespectful, so I hope y'all don't take it like that. But goddamn, man. Niggas should have known this shit. For real. You on Instagram, click the link up top. You on YouTube, click that link in the box. Mouth the pond. Y'all stay true.
Rotate, rotate. Rotate, rotate. Rotate, rotate. Rotate. Group82music.com.